Didn't see you there. So today we're going to be showing you guys my stream setup, and I know you guys have been having a lot of questions about it. So we're going to be answering those questions and showing you guys just how I started and how my setup is now. And I hope you guys enjoy the video. Hey guys, it's Simby, and today we're going to be doing a long overdue video, which is me showing you guys my stream room. So in the beginning, I didn't start with this whole setup. Obviously, I started from my Xbox. I know some of you guys know the story, but I started from my Xbox, and I had a giant TV, which was balancing on a Target tote. I had a really old laptop, and it was really just like very struggly. So for a couple months when I first started streaming, I put a tapestry behind me, which had a little kitty peeking behind me, and I streamed from light stream, so I didn't really have leverage to make myself bigger. I was in a really small camera, and then once I got a PC, I just went straight for a green screen. It was a curtain green screen, but that's what I went with. And then I ended up upgrading to an Elgato green screen, which is amazing, and you can literally close it and open it if you were to get a curtain green screen and then have the stands. It would just take up the whole thing. So I think the Elgato green screen is something to definitely invest in, and it's worth it, but I don't really use it that much anymore. I find myself just sticking with the box cam now that I've acquired more and more things to just show my aesthetic and show who I am as a person and streamer just by seeing my camera and my background. So we'll start with talking about this shelf right here. I actually put it on my Amazon wish list. I remember getting one of these from Target years back before I streamed. We just had it in our living room, and I'm pretty sure one of our cats like jumped on the middle one and they just like broke it and it got very loose. I'm pretty sure that's what happened to it. It got very loose and very like not sturdy at all. But this one's really nice, and it also has a spot where you can put a light bulb and change the color there. So since most of my room is pink, I wanted to put my other favorite color, which is like a Tiffany blue, in the bulb there. And then I got this light from Marshall's, I believe. It's an RGB salt lamp. And then this is from one of my mods, and this is another RGB lamp. And then we have a Spyro holder for your controller, which is awesome. I got that from Hot Topic. And then of course my SCUF controller. All right, and then moving over to the corner where my dresser is. So this dresser I had a long time ago when I was young, and we actually wanted to redo these and, you know, maybe stain them, sand them, stain them, make them look nice. But they've actually come in handy because I just keep it in my stream room, and I can just put like all my extra stickers in there or business cards. If I'm looking for something, more than likely it's in those drawers. And then on top there, I have a candle from Marshall's, and I have a Gfeel can, which is an amazing flavor. If you guys haven't tried that, try it, please. And then we also have a cute picture frame of me and my mods at PAX South. And then we have some really cute figurines from one of my mods, and it's Animal Crossing, of course, super cute. We also have something very iconic, which is my Link's cosplay hat, which is my first cosplay and the reason why my hair is pink. So this right here is something I get a lot of questions about. I love this so much, and I know it's kind of zoomed in right now, but this is what everybody always asks me about. They ask, is that a rug? Like, what is that? How is this lighting up like that? It is so vivid, and it's just a very thin tapestry that I got from Amazon. Literally, when I first started doing this room and making it cute, I was like, you know what? I want something different. I don't want like curtains because my vibe is very like bright, and I just want something that stands out. And I actually had that for a while, but nobody saw it because they used a green screen. And then as I went along and I got more things, I was like, you know what? Let's do a box cam. And then I recently invested in a tripod for my camera, which is like, girl, if you spend $500 on a really nice camera, you better get a nice tripod. And the crazy thing is, my tripod was $30 from Best Buy. And I actually bought two of them instead of taking my camera off the one tripod. We just have that extra one to take wherever we want. So all around my room, you're gonna see a bunch of Gfeel. I am partnered with Gfeel, but I love Gfeel for a long time. So one of the first things I got for my room, even before I had a box cam where you could see anything in my background, I just set this on the wall behind my green screen at the time. It was a white shelf, and I just stacked my Gfeel on top of it immediately. super cute, and actually it was in the frame of my camera at some point, but once I got the tripod for my camera, I switched the angle up and actually like this angle a lot more. So choosing your angle for your camera, it's all trial and error. You're gonna like one thing and then you're gonna get bored of another thing, and then you're like, oh, do I like this better? And it definitely helps to talk to your community and see what they like, and also see what you like too. Speaking of Gfeel, if you guys look on top of my vanity, I put a bunch of my Gfeel hydration tubs, which is what I'm drinking right now. So I stopped drinking caffeine probably like a few months ago now, and you know, it has been a little bit hard, but with Gfeel hydration it's been so much easier because it's so good. And for one, I've always had like trouble drinking water. I don't know about you guys, but I literally put some of the powder in my water, like a tall Yeti or a tall shaker, and I just drink a couple of those a day, and it helps me drink more water, which is great. And it tastes really good and has electrolytes, and I love the flavors. Fazeberry is the best though. Gfeel.
Got what plants crave.
Yeah, it's got electrolytes.
What are electrolytes? Do you even know? It's what they use to make...
Gfeel.
Yeah, but why did they use them to make...
Gfeel. Gfeel.
Electrolytes.
And then also up there, I have a couple cans, and I have a couple cute little signs from Marshalls. So the makeup drawers on the left with the 3 drawers, those are from HomeGoods, and then the whole vanity set is from Wayfair, and I can get the price for you guys, but I don't think it was that expensive at all. But I just now started getting more into like eyeshadow and the more extra things. But you know, doing my hair and doing my makeup and standing up in the bathroom for like 2 hours was not the vibes. At the time, I just felt like it was a good idea to collect business cards and then hang them up in my room, not knowing that at this time in my life where, you know, I'm no longer on Mixer, but I have so many people that mean so much to me, and so many people I made so many memories with at these conventions. Now I just have their business card on my wall. I actually invested in the key lights, Elgato key lights, and I think they're amazing. They're super awesome, super sturdy. I did get them for Black Friday, so I got them like $50 off a piece, but I do think that they totaled around $300. So they were a little bit pricey, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe Elgato has like smaller key lights that you can get as well. And again, even if they're smaller, you can just make them a little bit brighter. All right, so now onto my camera. So my camera is so awesome. I did start with a Logitech C920, which is super awesome. You can just plug it right into your Xbox. Obviously, you don't need a camera at first at all, but once you do want a camera, I think the Sony a5100 is so good, so great. And honestly, I'm not that tech savvy, so I probably don't even have the best settings. You do need a cam link, and those are very hard to come by right now. Those are a little bit expensive too, so those are around like $125 or $150, I want to say. You can also use a capture card if you can't get a cam link, and that's Elgato as well, and those are around $100 to $200 as well. So I do have a capture card. My first capture card was a hand-me-down, and then I bought a second one because the first capture card had a delay on it, like a 2-second delay, and so if I hit a snipe, you would see on my stream that I'd be like, oh my god, I hit a snipe, and then like you guys would see it 2 seconds later or something. So it wasn't, you know, I wanted everything to be like right away. But yeah, so I do have a capture card because I do have a Nintendo Switch, I have an Xbox, and I play on PC, so I do bounce back and forth through the different consoles, and obviously you need a capture card to allow that to happen. All right, so one of the main items I think you should have if you get serious into streaming and you want something that like helps you out a lot is a stream deck. Like a stream deck is so nice. They're $150, but they're so awesome. Like you can do so many things on them. For example, I just started playing Call of Duty on PC, which is like very CPU hefty. So I can look on my stream deck and it'll tell me like 50%, 45%. Like, okay, that's great. Like I'm streaming and playing on my PC. That's great, you know? I remember on my first PC, when I would stream with 8 gigs of RAM, I would literally be at 99% usage of my CPU. And I was like, why am I lagging? Well, that's why. So even if you guys have a starter PC, I would recommend investing in more RAM. Yeah, so on my stream deck, I have a CPU button, I have a clip it button, I have all my scenes on there if I want to go from my console scene to my zoom in scene to my black and white scene to whatever scene. If my mods you know, are busy and I want to press commands or help them out, I can just have a Gfeel command and a meta command and a rules command and all that stuff. Like, there's so many things you can do on there. So of course on my desk I keep my Nintendo Switch controller, which is very cute, but I keep it here because, you know, if COD is making me mad or something and I just want to play a chill game, I'll just play some Animal Crossing. I also have my other controller on here, which is what I use when I play COD or anything on my Xbox or PC, because I haven't really dabbled in keyboard and mouse yet, but I will soon. But obviously this is very well loved. And you know what? That's okay. We're all human. Not everything's gonna be perfect. So the very first monitor I ever invested in is this beautiful monitor that I played on at PAX West. And guess what? It was Asus. And I literally had no idea that I was gonna be sponsored by them. They're like, girl, it's the VG248QE. Duh. And I was like, okay, let me hit it up. And it's a little bit pricey. Then my second monitor is my baby, and I'm so grateful for it. And actually Asus sent me this. It's the Tough Gaming Monitor, and it is so gorgeous. Love it so much. Just the specs are insane. If you guys haven't seen that video, I will link that down below. I have a whole video on that monitor itself. And of course we have the all pink LTD peripherals from Asus, and they're just so gorgeous. I love everything that I have from them, and everything just vibes together with the pink and the black and the blues, and everything just goes together. Also, comment down below if you guys want me to try keyboard and mouse. I have tried it once playing Doom, but let me know what game you guys want to see me play keyboard and mouse on. So we talked about my monitors, we talked about everything on my desk, but we didn't talk about the desk itself. This desk is so amazing. I think it was a great first desk purchase. It was about $100 with my discount. It was from Techni, and it's really awesome. It's very thin. So my thing is, it's been great. I've had it for 2 years now, and it's very spacious, very, very spacious. Actually, at one point I had my PC on the desk, but I realized that was kind of too much because my PC is a little bit big. This desk is really great, and it was around $100, very affordable. And it's been really great. It was pretty easy to put together. We actually got the same one in white for Jake. He has it downstairs, and yeah, I love it. All right, so now on the floor here we have this mini PC. Just kidding. It's a backup power supply. So basically, if there's a bad storm and your electricity goes out, nothing will get burnt out because everything's going through this. I believe I paid $200 for it, or almost $200, and it's been great. Nothing bad has happened, and everything stayed on. Nothing has gone out. I remember when I first got my new PC, I plugged it right in the wall and then it shut off and shut back on, and it's never done that with this power supply. All right, and then we have the whole thing that's powering everything right now, and that has made me trying PC gaming possible. It's my beautiful ROG Strix GA35 gaming PC. It is so great. I'm so thankful for Asus, and this is by far my most expensive item that I have, and I'm very grateful that it was sponsored by Asus and that's how I received it, because again, I tell you guys all the time, 16-year-old me was like, no way in hell I'm affording a $200 controller, let alone a $4,000 PC, or even like a $900 PC. It just wasn't happening. So I'm very grateful for everything I've obtained, and I'm so grateful for this piece, because I started with a $900 PC and I obviously couldn't stream and play on it. It just wasn't gonna happen. And I've had so many just like trials and errors with that PC, like with streaming in general. I've learned so much. I mean, if you guys knew me before streaming, I knew nothing about a PC besides Microsoft Paint. I knew like literally nothing, and I've learned so much since then, so I'm very grateful. This is my gaming chair. This is where I sit literally for 5 to sometimes 24 hours, and this has been my lifesaver. This is a really good chair. I think this is the best chair from Techni. It's very cushiony. Like, I can literally, usually it's like a little back pillow, but this whole thing is a cushion. So it's really nice, and I highly recommend this one. It is a little bit pricey. It's around $400, but if you use code Simby for 10% off, you get a little bit of a discount. So, and when they do have sales, you can stack my code on top of it. Okay, so these are my Nano leaves, and these are probably like one of my favorite items that I have. And I started with one set, and I had them until literally like a couple weeks ago. And then I purchased another set because the way I have a box cam, obviously having a box cam, I think it's very important to have the background define you and something that like stands out a lot. So that's kind of why I picked out everything I picked out over time. It does take time, like you don't just go and buy everything all at once. But now that I have the box cam, I like to have the colors showing for these sets of Nanos, and then I also like to have these ones because these ones you can put them like full brightness and it just lights up your room. So my room looks pink even though the walls are white. So major key. This guy, so this is a Blue Yeti, and I would say that it's a really good starter mic. So I started with just like a headset, as many people do, but it doesn't really sound nearly as good as a studio mic. And this one's really easy. It's USB. It's around $100. Sometimes you can get it cheaper on sale. And yeah, I've had this for probably close to 2 years now, and it's pretty good. You can always go into Streamlabs and adjust your settings with the gain, etc. So that way, say if like your husband's raging in the background, like you won't hear him, or if the cats are fighting, you won't hear any background noises. So this is a really good starter mic. So this is my current setup, my current streaming setup. I have a whole entire room for my streaming room, and it's been so great. I'm so grateful for my hubby letting me have a whole room for myself, and for you guys for believing in me and really just getting me this far in streaming. And I know we've had a lot of just crazy things happening, like good things happening, but everything's gonna work out. Everything has worked out, and I'm so grateful for what I have, and everything happens for a reason. So we will see what's yet to come, and maybe we'll look back on this video like, that was your setup? Look at it now. That would be cool. Please do not yell at me for my cords. You guys should have seen my cable management. Literally like months ago, it was so bad. But then a couple months ago, we took the time to redo my cables. But since then, I haven't really like kept them pristine. So I didn't know I was filming this today. And I think it's pretty good. Like literally, if you guys see and can think about how many wires I have, it's actually insane. But if you're also like me and your stream room is upstairs and you have to wire a long Ethernet cable from downstairs to upstairs, I would highly recommend getting zip ties, wrapping it up in a circle, like in a bunch, and just neatly putting it on your PC or somewhere where it can not be everywhere. Because imagine 200 feet or 250, I forget how much exactly, but 250 feet Ethernet cables just out, just everywhere, and that's how they were. So it looks pretty good, I would say. For my setup, the grand total came to $10,000, and that's super insane. Again, if you're just starting out, you don't have to have a $10,000 setup. You literally can start out with just a console and a camera or no camera. And yeah, it just goes to show that over the years, you're gonna gain so many things, and it adds up. It really does. Especially being a content creator, you always want something. But even if you just like games in general or just electronics, like those are expensive. So everything definitely adds up. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys haven't already, make sure you guys like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.